Hai ngày sau buổi phát biểu liên bang hôm thứ Ba, 20 tây tháng Giêng năm 2015, Tổng thống Mỹ Obama đã có buổi trả lời phỏng vấn với một số ngôi sao YouTube là những người sản xuất chương trình trên mạng YouTube có số lượng người xem tương đối cao. Cuộc phỏng vấn do phía Google tổ chức diễn ra tại phòng phía Tây của Nhà Trắng. Tổng thống Obama đã lần lượt dành cho mỗi chủ kênh khoảng 10 phút trò chuyện, bao gồm các đề tài rất đa dạng, từ xã hội tới chính trị, y tế, giáo dục, an ninh mạng, quan hệ quốc tế, v.v. với những câu hỏi do họ đặt ra mà ông không được biết trước. Tính chung cả ba kênh YouTube này có trên 1 tỷ 600 triệu lượt xem và trên 13 triệu người đăng ký xem dài hạn. Bằng cách trả lời phỏng vấn theo hình thức này, Nhà Trắng mong muốn đưa thông điệp của Tổng thống Mỹ đến với khối khán giả đông đảo, có thói quen xem tin tức trên mạng Internet hơn là các phương tiện thông tin truyền thống.
Mr.
Obama.
You know, the President of the United States.
My subscribers want to know about education,
The lack of jobs for college graduates.
the economy,
Racial profiling, that's a good one.
Net neutrality.
unemployment.
Peanut butter or jelly. Finally, Mr. President.
Who's your favorite YouTube creator?
Hello, everyone. My name is Steve Grove, and I'm the director of the News Lab at Google. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to a YouTube interview with the President of the United States. Mr. President, thanks for having us here today.
Great to see you, Steve. Thanks.
We're really excited for this interview today. I should tell our viewers just what a YouTube interview is.
Right.
We've invited 3 top YouTube creators here to the White House today. We're in the East Room, and they have set up their own YouTube sets right here in the White House for a very special YouTube video with a very special guest, the President of the United States. Now, they've been asking their millions of subscribers on YouTube what they should ask you in today's interview. None of those questions has the President seen before. And we've also been taking a look on Google at what Americans were searching for during your State of the Union address. So, Mr. President, this is data that we've collected anonymously across all of Google searches in America. Top questions that people asked during your State of the Union speech included, what is middle-class income? Why are gas prices dropping? People also want to know stuff like, how much does the President make? When is his term end? What does the Speaker of the House do? So these things are on people's mind as they watch your speech. Next, we sort of backed up and looked at the issues.
Yeah.
So of all the issues you addressed during the speech, which issues were Googled most during your State of the Union? College, number 1, far and away, followed by taxes, housing, employment, education. Finally, Mr. President, you might be curious, what was the most asked question on Google during the first 10 minutes or so of your State of the Union?
Right.
It was, how old is Obama? You can see this huge spike as you begin your speech, and then throughout, people very curious about how old you are. Go figure. Well, let's get straight to the interview. We'll show you more Google Trends throughout the conversation today, but let's get right to the questions.
Good.
I want to introduce you first to Hank Green of the Vlog Brothers.
Hey, great to see you, Hank.
President Obama,
Thank you so much for having me.
thanks a lot for doing this.
It's cool.
I don't really feel like I'm having you. This is your house.
Well, it's the people's house. This is, I'm actually leasing, and my lease runs out in 2 years.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I hope to get my security deposit back.
To tackle this topic and a lot of others, I want to introduce you to our next YouTube star, Glozell Green.
Hey, Glozell.
Hello.
How are you?
Well,
Good to see you.
Yay.
How you doing?
Excellent.
That's
Thank
a nice
you.
painting.
Thank you.
Did you do that yourself?
My
Was that a
husband
self-portrait?
did.
Your husband did?
Yes.
Oh, see there, he loves you, I can tell.
Thank you.
That's great. He's quite an artist.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Trong phần câu hỏi của mình, cô Glozell Green đã thắc mắc vì sao Tổng thống Obama quyết định nối lại quan hệ ngoại giao với Cuba.
Okay. I grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends, close friends, who are Cuban Americans.
Right.
And I've heard the stories of their families escaping.
Right.
And some of them didn't even make it to come to the United States for a better life, to get away from the Castros.
Right.
Okay. I mean, the guy puts Dick in dictatorship. So I'm trying to understand how do you justify dealing with the Castros?
Well, here's what's happened. We've had the same policy since I was born, which was we were going to have an embargo, we were going to cut off all contact, all communication, and nothing changed. And, I've said this before, when you do something over and over again for 50 years and it doesn't work, it's time to try something new. And we started off initially by allowing more travel to Cuba by Cuban Americans to visit their family, sending more money back to their family members to help them back in Cuba. We've been doing that for the last 4 or so years. And it turns out it's been helpful to the people in Cuba. They have more contact with their family. It gives them more hope. Now what we're saying is that by normalizing relations, we're going to be able to still put pressure on the Cuban government, but also what happens now is you've got more visitors to Cuba. You start getting telecommunications into Cuba. You start getting the internet into Cuba. People's minds begin to change. There's more transparency about what's going on. And over time, what you're going to see gradually is a shift, because not everybody in Cuba is able to escape to the United States. And the goal ultimately is to make sure that there's freedom in Cuba, not just for the folks who have left. I'm going to see how it looks. I'm going to ask Michelle to try it on maybe tonight.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, well, thank you.
You didn't get some green lipstick on my
Well, I'm not
coat,
going to, well, no.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mr. President.
All right.
So the next issue that we're going to tackle is education,
Yeah.
something you talked a lot about in your State of the Union.
Hello,
Hey, Bethany.
Mr. President.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Great to
Thanks-
meet you.
thanks for-
Welcome to my little setup.
I know, it's
I hope
it's
you
very
like it. I
attractive.
decorated
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Now, who's the baby over there?
That is my niece. These
Yeah,
are all
what's
my
her- what's her
pictures.
name?
Her name is Marin.
Tell Marin I said hey.
I will.
Okay.
All right, so I'm very excited to hear your answers, so I'm just going to dive into the questions.
Let's go.
So my first question for you is regarding education.
Yes.
I'm 19 years old. A lot of my friends are the same age as me, as well as my online audience.
There you go.
Actually, one more question
Yes.
for you. Can you take a selfie with me?
Let's do it.
All
Come on.
right.
I-
Close little
uh,
Hank. Get in here.
You guys gonna get in here? All right.
Group selfie.
All right. Come on. All
Okay,
right.
ready?
Everybody ready? All right. Oh, wait.
Wait, Hank, I can't really see you.
I'm in there.
Got it.
Okay, my knees are a little. Can you swing me out?
All right, Mr. President. Thank you so much for the
Steve,
CG dinner. We've had a lot of
That
fun
was
with
great.
it today.
No, thank you so
Yeah.
much, and I'm so proud of what you guys are doing,
Thank
because
you.
this is the power of what the internet's all about. You can create content, and there's not all these barriers to entry, and suddenly you get millions of people who are listening to you and in a conversation with you, and it's a great treat for me because more and more there are audiences that get turned off by the traditional news shows or the traditional debates, and so for me to be able to reach your audiences and just hopefully give them a sense of that what we do here in Washington, what government does actually matters. It makes a difference in their lives. I hope it's been useful. All right?
Yes, thank you
So
so
good
much.
luck.
Thank you.
We're very proud of you. All right. You take care of
Just tell our
yourself.
viewers, if you missed the first part of the interview or you want to watch it again, just go to youtube.com/White House. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
Okay. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Mr. President. That was a lot of fun.
No, it was
Thanks a lot.
fun. Yeah, you guys are doing great.